Good morning and happy Stamp Together Saturday, everybody. This is Amy celebrating 25 amazing years with Stampin' Up! And it is all thanks to you people out there who are watching and playing along and placing orders and taking classes and all of the things that we do together. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Has been such a fun 25 years, and I don't feel that old. So I think we're just going to say it's my Stampiversary. We don't have to talk about how many, right? But we are here today to create a really fun card. So come on, let's go check it out. Stamp with me if you want. Okay, I am really stoked about this one. I hope you're all having a good day. And I mean, it's still morning, but I'm sure that we are over at the Stampiversary celebration. Lots of things going on over there. And so it is great for me to be here with you pre-recorded before the crazy starts. So don't forget, I will be here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to post a schedule this afternoon so that you kind of know what's going on. It won't be all just one live event. So it'll be a series of videos and lives, and you can look forward to a great good time. It's going to be really fun. We're going to start with our card base, which is already scored and folded. And then you've got your strips of paper here. And if you recognize these, that means you've been paying attention. These are the new in colors that will be available starting May 5th. And I cannot wait to get my hands on more of them. We have a limit when we order as demonstrators, and at least before it goes live. And oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get my hands on some more. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is choose just at random your first strip that is going to go across the top, leaving a teeny white space. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my liquid glue and run it the length of, or the width of my card base. Come on. And then I'm going to lay my strip down where I want it. Now, if you want to use a silicone craft sheet, which is probably what the route I should have gone, then it doesn't matter if you get adhesive on the ends, because then you'll be able to wipe that right up with ease on the silicone craft sheet. So that is the first step right there, my friends. And I'm going to try to go semi-slow in case there's anybody playing with us today. After you get that first 1/4 inch strip on, I'm just going to separate these here. So I was supposed to only have 1 1/2 inch piece, and I had already cut the Barely Blush. And so I'm like, nope, I want Evening Evergreen. Nope, Peaceful Pine. I want Peaceful Pine. And then we're going to take whatever color you want. It really makes no difference. And we're just going to put adhesive down on a section of it. And we're going to lay that down, not all the way across, but something like this. Okay. And then taking the next piece, and I'm just grabbing at random here. Actually, I am going to do blush. I'm going to put adhesive on maybe a little bit less, because this time I'm going to pull it back even further just to have it like this. I just realized I don't have my paper snips, but we'll fix that in just a sec. All right, then we're going to take the next piece, and I'm going to go a little bit longer again. And of course, it's the Peaceful Pine, so I really like that color. It is so pretty. It may be my prettiest and favoritist Stampin' Up! Green ever. It is just so pretty. And then I'm going to take the Crisp Cantaloupe. This is our returning in color. And I love that. I love that we recognize that those old colors might do some good somewhere in the grand scheme. All right, so once we get that far now, we're going to choose a couple of papers. First, we're going to do a 1/4 inch strip again. So I'm choosing Hydrangea Hue, and this time I'm not going to trust myself. I'm just going to go across and leave a little bit of a border. And if you're worried about getting these straight, use your grid paper. If you put your card in a certain grid on the paper, then you'll be able to know that your paper's straight, and then you can use the grid lines to make sure to get those strips in order. So then the last one you're going to do is you're going to take your 1/2 inch piece and you're going to lay that down. Okay, if you got off track and you didn't have enough room for your 1/2 inch piece, that's why we have extra. We also have extra so that you can choose as you go which ones and which colors you're going to use. So that's why I had you cut a little bit extra, but we are going to use this strip yet, so don't get too excited. I did leave my paper snips upstairs, but I do have my old scissors that we used to cut our stamps. Does anybody remember the red rubber where we cut our stamps? We had to cut around them to get rid of the excess rubber. Blast from the past. See, in my 25 years as a demonstrator, I have seen a lot of change. And not only did we go from not having to do any of our rubber trimming, but we also now have no red rubber stamps. And it's a little bit sad, but also it's what happens, you know, progress or whatever you want to call it. All right, so next up, we're going to start filling in with our pieces here. So these are going to go like this. Isn't that fun? All right, so I'm going to take crisp cantaloupe up here. I don't really want two that are next to each other necessarily. So what I've decided to do, and you can choose differently. No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. Exit. Switch. All right, then we're going to take the Golden Glow, which honestly, okay, Peaceful Pine is and will forever be my favorite in color here. But second place is up for grabs. Hydrangea Hue is gorgeous. It's got just that little tint of purple in it. And then Golden Glow is just amazing. And when I was coloring my Winnie the Pooh stamp the other night, I was like, oh my goodness, this color is gorgeous. I was using Golden Glow to color Pooh, and it's perfect for Pooh. Absolutely perfect. All right, so just go ahead and fill these in. You don't want any colors necessarily the same that are next to each other. So, oh, that one I got glue where I don't necessarily want it, so I got to be careful. So here is our color blocking. So fun. And I'm just going to give it a little time to for the glue to really take shape or adhere to itself or to the paper. And then I'm going to take my sentiment, and your sentiment will go on any light area, and you can choose whatever ink you want. I'm just grabbing black, and I still haven't spotted where under my piles of stuff here my hybrid ink pad went. I thought maybe I put it somewhere special. You know how that goes. I'm not alone in that. I know I'm not. By the way, say hello that you're here if you're here watching, because it's my 25th stamp anniversary, my friends. I want to celebrate with you. So you can choose wherever it is that you want to stamp your sentiment. And I'm going to choose right here in the Barely Blush because it accepts that black color really nicely. Makes it pop. And that sentiment comes from Creative Haven, which is on the last chance list right now, and you can still pick that up. In fact, you can still pick up the entire Sweet collection. Is it on the last chance list? Now I'm starting to wonder. I just looked it up before I came, and I can't remember. Anyway, we will have to figure that out. All right, so here you can see all of the color blocking is ready to be trimmed. Yay! And you've got yourself a really simple card using scraps from your table. Now you can do any sizes, any widths of strips for this technique, but you will want to put across from each other two that are the same width, obviously. All right, and then I said for your finishing touch to have adhesive backed embellishments. I think for this particular card, because there are so many colors, beautiful colors, I'm going to go really neutral and go with my rhinestones. I think it's classic. My other choice was iridescent pearls, but I am going with 2 of the rhinestones right across from my sentiment. So what do you think? Super cute card for my Stampiversary. Thank you so much for playing along today. Whether you're watching or you're lurking or you're playing along and communicating in the comments, I just want to thank you for being here. It is because of you that 25 years have gone so wonderfully and so fast. And I wouldn't give these 25 years for anything. It's been so amazing. And with that, I want to invite you to put your card in the comments below. I want to see what colors you're using. You could even use Designer Series papers if you wanted to. I decided to keep it classic with our new in colors so that we can look forward to those colors becoming available May 5th. All right, I will see you, I believe it's Wednesday, for What's Up Stampers. And we're going to have a fun time creating a project using an unknown product. I just don't know right now. It's been too busy. And also don't forget about tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually the next time I'm going to see you. We'll be here at 1 p.m. Central live. And then, like I said, I will post the schedule of events so that you can make it and join us for all of the fun. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy this Saturday. Happy Stampiversary to us.